Hi guys, welcome you to all to our YouTube channel, the Apex Logs. All of you know that we started our series related to that Apex trigger scenario-based questions. Here we took the questions, real-time questions, or any complex scenario to write the real-time code. Okay. So yesterday we completed our first episode with one special scenario. So today I come with the new scenario. Okay, so our current scenario, our today's scenario is the roll up summary field without master data. Okay, when the opportunity has lookup to account, correct. And whenever the amount of opportunities gets changed, we have to update that related account. Okay, and that account will have one field that is total opportunity account. Whenever the amount of that particular opportunity will get update, we have to update the same amount on that account. But see here, we have to create master detail, correct. If all of you are aware about that, roll up summary is only available for master data relationship, not for lookup relationship. But opportunity and contact has lookup relationship, not master data relationship. So how we can handle that type of scenarios? Okay, so we will use the Apex programming for that. We will use the trigger. With the help of the trigger, we will create a roll-up summary and we will update that account. Okay. So now here, as per the scenario, as per the questions, whenever the opportunity amount is gets changed, that time that time we have to update the account, means our trigger will be on opportunity. Okay, and when this operation will get performed after amount gets changed, means after operation, means after. Okay, the context of the trigger is should be after. Okay, so likewise, let's start with our trigger. We will write the trigger on opportunity. Put the name opportunity roll up trigger. Okay, select the object opportunity. So here trigger is created. Name of our trigger is opportunity roll up trigger. Okay, so you can see we have to perform the operation after the update. So I'm just removing that before, and I will have add after insert, after update, after delete, and after undelete. So why this all are required? Because whenever the record will get insert, okay, so that particular opportunity will be inserted with that particular amount. Whenever it get insert, that amount will be get updated on account object. Or if we update that amount on opportunity, that time also we have to update that amount on account, correct. And for example, if any opportunities gets deleted, okay, for example, if one account has 4 to 5, means 5 opportunities, among 5 one opportunities get deleted. Okay, so remain 4 opportunities are remain. So we have to recalculate that that amount from the opportunities, and after that we have to update the same amount from that 4 opportunities on that account. So this context is also important. And last one is after undelete. Okay, if anyone undeleted that particular fifth number deleted opportunity, then again recalculation will happen. Okay, once it is get undelete, that time also we have to recalculate that amount, and after that we have to update the same on account. Okay, so as per our condition, as per our scenario, we have to write the trigger on opportunity, and we have to handle all these context variables to update the amount on account. Okay, so first of all, we have to store the account IDs from the opportunity. Unique account IDs we will get segregate from the opportunity. Okay, so to store that account IDs, I will simply create one set collection, that is set of ID. Okay, where I will store account IDs, new set of ID. Okay, after that I will look through the opportunity OP. Okay, but see one thing before writing that. Before writing that, one thing we should understand that we are using four context variables. I mean four context variable. All are performing operation in after context. Okay, so we should check it is insert operation or it is update operation or it is undelete operation. Correct? Undelete means reinsertion. It's ideally undelete called as reinsertion. Okay, so first of all we have to check if it is insert operation or update operation or undelete operation. We have to check the context of running that particular trigger or operation context. So before writing the for loop, we will first check which context is get run. Okay, so use if trigger dot is insert. I am not using is after because all context variables are after. Okay, so I am not going to check that. I will simply check that which actual context it is get run, it's running, it is insert or update or undelete. Okay, so first I will check the insertion. While the insertion I will check and or trigger dot is undelete. Okay, so why I use these two context here? As I said, insertion and the reinsertion. Insertion is the initial phase when we create a new opportunity, that time insertion is happen. And why I use undelete with the insertion? As I said, if we undelete any opportunity which is already get deleted, okay, and if we make undelete operation, that time it will get reinserted into the database. So that's why I use here the undelete. Okay, so now after that, right now I am looping over the opportunity OP. Which variable we are using? That trigger dot new. Why trigger dot new? Because new values are getting inserted. New values. Okay, so that's why I use trigger dot new. Okay, so now loop through these all accounts. Okay, so we have to store the account from that opportunity. So I will check. First check if that opportunity has account ID or not. Not equals to null. If account ID is null, not null on that opportunity, that time add that account ID into our set of IDs. Account ID. Okay. So this is our first stage. Just putting the some space over here just to understand. Okay, so we separated, we collected the account IDs whenever the new opportunity is will get create or any opportunity will get undelete operation. We are gathering that account IDs into this set of variable. So now we are checking update operation. Okay, so here after the completion of this loop, if condition, after that we will add our new condition that trigger dot is update. Okay, whenever opportunity will get update, we will get the account IDs. Okay, so again for opportunity op trigger dot new. Okay, so new value is get updated over here, so we are getting new, and also we will handle the old value of that opportunity. Okay, because update operation is happening here, so I will also gather the old value of the opportunity. That opportunity old opp and creating variable is equals to trigger dot old map dot get op dot id. Okay, so this old map will store all old values of the opportunity. Okay, and this will be beneficial if we have to match the old value and the new value. Okay, so that's why we created this variable here, and we are storing old values of the opportunity into this. Okay, so now after this we will check if this amount on the opportunity is getting update or not. Okay, so now here we are performing update operation. Okay, now we are checking if amount is getting updated or not. Okay, so now put the if condition that op dot amount, okay, which is a new value. This op dot amount means this is new value, that is which is coming from the trigger dot new. Okay, it's not equal to the old opp dot amount. Okay, so this is our first condition, that new value is not equals to old value, and okay, new value is not equals to old value, or opportunity op dot account id is not equals to old old opp dot account id. If you see here, we check the two conditions. First we check is amount is get change or is account id is get change. If any condition is will be get fulfilled, we will add the new condition here. Okay, if the account id is will get change, we will add that account id. Okay, so if op dot account id not equals to null. Okay, if it's not equals to null, then then here account id is this variable, take that variable and add that account IDs into that id op dot account id. This is first condition. Okay, and the next one is if old opp dot account id is not equals to null, old value we are also gathering, then add that account id also into our collection. Okay, so here we collect the account IDs. If the account ID is gets changed, okay, and if amount is gets changed, so both account IDs we are storing, right? So here this update operation is done. So next one is delete operation. If trigger dot is delete. See, delete means values gets deleted. So we have to check after the delete operation. So here we will use trigger dot old. For delete operation we always use trigger dot old. Okay. So opportunity OP as trigger dot old values. Okay. And here we also check that account ID is not equals to null. That OP dot account ID not equals to null. Okay. And if that account ID is not equals to null, then add this account ID also into our set of account IDs. Got it? So now if we check the all context, here we check that account IDs are getting null or not, or account is getting update or not. Okay. First we check the insert, then undelete, then is update, and this then is delete. We collect all account IDs with respect to the context variables. Okay. So now after that, now what we have to check? We collect all account IDs, correct? So now we will check that account ID is not equals to empty if account ID is empty. Okay, if it is empty, then return, otherwise proceed. Okay, if it is not empty, then it will proceed further. Okay, so now we will have to hold, we have to hold the amount. Okay, amount with respect to account. So now I will create one map variable. To do the mapping, I will use the map ID and the decimal to store the amount. Okay, I will put the name account total map. Goes to new map of ID decimal. So here we will store ID as account ID and decimal means the amount. Correct? So we will look through that ID, this account IDs. Okay. So ID, ECC ID, that account IDs. Okay. And we will put that dot put ACC ID from all accounts, whatever the account IDs we have collected into our collection, we are creating a map of that account ID and the amount available on that account. Okay, that amount is right now here we just get the 0. Okay, so now we have to check the sum of amount. Okay, from the opportunities. Right now we have to get the all related opportunities. We have to use the aggregate query. Okay, so for aggregate result, aggregate result here, use the select account ID. Okay, then we will get this sum of amount, which will be called as total amount. We will say total amount. Okay, from opportunity where account ID in our account IDs. Okay, we are fetching the total amount from the opportunities, okay, of accounts, right? So now also one thing is missing here, that is we have to make a group by account ID. This will get grouped by account ID. Okay, so what's wrong with this opportunity? We will store that total amount into our this variable, because here we initialize our total means here we initialize our account to total map. Okay, we inserted account IDs into that map, but we have to also insert the amount. So here we use the aggregate result query to get the total amount from the opportunities related to that account. So we use here aggregate result. Okay, so now get this account to total map dot put. So here we have to map with account IDs to the total amount. Okay, so here we have to put the key as account ID and value as the total amount. So how we can get that? We will get the ID. See here the ID, ID er dot get. This er means this variable er dot get account ID. Which variable? This variable. We can also use the normal variable like this. How we use the total amount for amount? So same we can also use here any other variable as a reference for that account ID. But right now here I am using the actual variable, that is account ID. This will be stored as a key. Okay, so next one is decimal. I am using ar dot get. But we have total amount. This one. Okay, total amount. If you see, so now this mapping will work like key as account ID and the amount will be the total amount from the opportunities with the decimal. So now this our account to map collection has values with respect to account and amount. Okay, this is completely from that uh, from that map we will extract the all values whatever we require right now. Okay, so now we have to update the account. Okay, get create list of account to update acc list equals to new list of account. This collection is created only to update the bulk account records. Okay, so list of account, this one list variable list collection is created. So now we will check, we will look through that account IDs. Which account IDs? This account IDs which we store earlier IDs. Okay, the name which is IDs. Okay, so see what we did here. First we get the amount here and the account ID. We created one map, and after that we have to update that accounts with the amount. Okay, so right now we are looping over that account IDs. Okay, so this is ID. If now we will create account AC equals to new account. Okay, AC dot ID AC dot ID equals to ACC ID. Okay, so this is the mapping. Next one is we have to update the field name total opportunity amount. AC dot total opportunity amount is equals to, so now here we have to extract that amount from the map where we store the total amount with respect to account. Okay, so here we will get that account total map dot get ECC ID. Okay, so this will fetch the ID, the record, the same record ID from that map and assign the value map with that key account ID to this total opportunity amount. Okay, so now we have to create that field on our account object. I am creating, going to account, which is decimal, value should be decimal, so create a new field. Number, data type should be number because we have to store the decimal values. Write down the name, that is the label. Okay, it's a decimal means 16 2. Okay, check and store. Next and save. Okay, so field is created. Now try to save our record, our trigger. Okay, I will just copy paste the name. It is your total opportunity. Okay, so name is wrong. Yeah. Okay, so extra C is added over here. Okay, so this field is get added. So now here we created one variable, list variable. Now add that account IDs AC. Add that account into that particular list to update, to perform update operation. And after the finish, after the completion of that for loop, check if that list is not empty. If it is not empty, then perform update operation. Okay, so see, now operation is done. So what operation we have to perform over here? We perform the update operation on account based on the amount we fetch from the opportunity with respect to the account ID by using the aggregate result query. Okay, so which account IDs we use, we separate or we segregate the all account IDs based on the context, running context of the variable, that is after insert, after delete, after undelete, after update. Okay, we gather all account IDs and we store all account IDs into our set collection, and based on that we got the total amount of the opportunities Okay, and after that we updated the same on the account. So now this code is done. Now we will perform some real operation that how it is working. I'm opening application. Go to accounts. Check this account if it has any opportunity. No, we don't have any opportunity. Okay. So now I'm creating one new opportunity on Aggregate Traders. So now here we are adding new opportunity. Means insert operation is happening here. Test OPP. I am putting the name test OPP. Type amount big 100. Stage qualification. Your source where city Delhi and save. What close date 25th. So amount is 100. So see, whenever this opportunity will get inserted, the opportunity amount is 100. So now go to the Ajinkya traders. We created one field that is total opportunity amount. So now 100 is get updated. So again I am adding one new opportunity. Test OPP2. I am adding 200. Closed it. Save. So now two opportunities are added on the account. So go to the account, check the details. This will be 300. Okay. So whenever the opportunities get inserted, that automatically update that account. So now I will perform any update operation on amount. Check. I'm removing 100 and putting value $50. So here update operation is happening. So go to account again and check here. The amount is get reduced by 50. So for after update it is working. Okay, so now I am deleting one opportunity which is related to the which is 500 amount. Okay, so delete. Okay, so go to that account Aggregate Traders, check amount is 200. Okay, so now go to the recycle bin. Check. Here we will get an opportunity. Make restore. Whenever we restore that, go to that account, Aggregate Traders. Okay. So now this opportunity again get added. Okay. Here you can check the 250. On undelete operation it is also working. Okay. See, two opportunities are reflecting and amount is also reflecting. So into all that four context, our class is working accurately and updating all values as per the requirement. Okay, so likewise for the lookup, with the help of lookup, we can create a roll up summary field like this. Okay, so guys, thanks. So this is for today. If you have any doubt, please add into comment box. I will definitely answer your questions if you have any into the chat. And that's for the day. We will see you tomorrow. Thanks.